Star Trek Elite Force is a first-person shooter game from 2000 developed by Raven Software and published by Activision, which as we know is a very nice combination. Before I start rambling about development, Star Trek itself and other stuff, here is a timestamp if you want to get straight into the game playthrough. No shame in that if you want to leave. No shame in that. Okay, now that those guys have gone, we can actually get into the real nitty-gritty. What a bunch of impatient chumps. I'm gonna have to anticipate that some people watching this know absolutely nothing about Star Trek at all. I myself only know the basics. I've seen First Contact in a handful of episodes, so let's do some extremely basic background information. It all began back in 1966 with a TV series created by Gene Roddenberry. The show followed the adventures of the crew aboard the starship USS Enterprise in the distant future, all led by the charismatic Captain Kirk, played by William Shatner. It paints a future of hope where racism and the struggles of humanity have been for the most part eliminated, and instead the United Federation of Planets are on a mission to explore strange new worlds, seek out new life and civilizations, and to boldly go where no man has gone before. What a glorious time for science fiction back then. We dreamed of futures where we solved Earth's issues, stood together for the greater good, and instead put our expertise and knowledge towards exploring the universe. Alongside Kirk was Leonard Nimoy as the no-nonsense Spock, as well as very famous character actors, I'm sure. This guy. Episodes covered the team exploring new planets, solving issues and political situations with new species, hazardous environments, you get it. All for 3 seasons and a handful of films. Eventually in the 90s, a new era of Star Trek with Patrick Stewart emerges, The Next Generation. A massive success, reinvigorating the franchise and creating a new generation of Trek fans. Can I call them Trekkies? Is that a slur? TNG with Captain Picard was such a monster success, intelligent writing and thoughtful questions brought up along with real epic turns in plots and sexiness. It was maybe the biggest Star Trek has ever been, so of course the studio demanded more content the second it ended in 1995 with 5 seasons under his belt. A few months after the last episode, Star Trek Voyager arrived, and this is the series today's game sets place in, around 5 seasons into it. Here's the crew, led by Captain Janeway. We have 7 of 9 who joined in season 4 and very quickly was a main poster feature. Absolutely no idea why. So weird. And I know these faces, but I have no idea of their names. I'll learn them in the game, I guess. This guy looks funny. Oh, you can't say that. Don't say that. Star Trek Voyager's main plot follows the Starfleet vessel USS Voyager getting stuck by an alien force power in the Delta Quadrant of the Milky Way galaxy, 70,000 light years away from Federation space. The driving force of the show is getting the crew home, and without the nearby help of the Federation, they can't call in the battalions when the shit really hits the fan. With all that said, I am covering a game today. You might not have known that right now. So, in 1998, Activision acquired the rights to Star Trek games from Viacom, who were buggering off games entirely. Activision very wisely handed the development reins over to Raven Software, a company whose past projects included Heretic 1 and 2 and Soldier of Fortune, one of the all-time greats in first-person shooting. Someone in Raven loves black gloves holding guns. I kinda do too. Elite Force was one of the first games to license the game engine from Quake 3 Arena. We are talking peak graphics for me. Big, beautiful, chunky weapon models. Still vibrant colors, but sharpness stole the model work. In fact, id Tech were sending engine updates weekly during development, as Quake 3 wasn't even on the shelves yet. Activision presented a demonstration of Elite Force at the E3 convention in May 2000. You remember that time when Malcolm in the Middle led us by the hand to booth babes and stuff like that? What a weird time.
I'm always up for a covert operation.
Frankie, that game isn't even running properly. Please stop. Elite Force was published in Europe on September 15th, 2000, and other countries at another date, but I'm Irish, so that's all that matters. Eventually the game would receive a PlayStation 2 port as well. I remember this cover well. It's such a downgrade, along with the graphics. Where is set phases to frag? Come on! I should also point out developers hated this, but the money men above them insisted on the tagline. I kinda like it. Over 50 in-game cutscenes were produced for Elite Force. This is such a number because you can actually choose outcomes as the player, what crew members die, etc. So you know, that's gonna be fun to see in the playthrough. I've never played Elite Force. I dabbled in the demo, which had some fun multiplayer mode with bots. Who needs friends? Right? Right, guys? I'm gonna drip feed some more factoids about Elite Force during the playthrough. I reckon that is enough information and we're all ready to head into warp drive, or beam us up, or set phasers to melty mode. Promise I'm gonna learn more Star Trek stuff as this goes along. But with that, let's jump into the game itself. Pour yourself a nice Klingon martini or maybe a smooth Cardassian cooler. I'm sticking with Earl Grey. I found an actual Star Trek drink book looking all this up and now I really want it. to the playthrough. Nope. Whoops, sorry, wrong one.
Welcome to Voyager LCAR's menu system.
Elite Force begins in the main menu where we get a nice interface just like the LCAR's operating system found in the Star Trek universe. There is a training, but it's all that. Starting a new campaign, you can select your gender, each with separate voice actor performances before we begin and get a nice text scroll. All read by Kate Mulgrew as Captain Janeway.
On Stardate 48315.6, the USS Voyager was transported beyond our control, 70,000 light years across the galaxy to the Delta Quadrant. There, without aid from Starfleet, we began our 70-year journey home.
There is a lot of story in Elite Force, cutscenes between missions, during missions, and even in the downtime on the USS Voyager itself. Fortunately, it's all done rather well, you'll see.
Munroe to Tuvok. I've been cut off from the rest of the Hazard team. I don't know where they are.
This is us. We play as Ensign Munroe, a member of the Voyager Hazard crew, currently on some Borg mission to serve as out training. Get to grips with the movement, guns, and progression. We're gonna shoot barriers, press control panel buttons, crawl through vents. You know how it goes. I guess I should quickly explain Borgs. They are a cybernetic hive mind collective, first introduced in TNG, who are obsessed with obtaining perfection by any means possible. After capturing other species, they assimilate them and, well, make them look like this, all working as one towards the hive mind's goal.
Ensign, I've uploaded your mission objectives and tactical information.
Is his name Turok? I'm getting so many signs to play that game lately. Oh, never mind, it's Tuvok. I have to sort out these keys. Spacebar is use. Is there a jump in this even? Oh, there is. Look at the detail even in the menus. The Borgs around do not see us as a threat yet, so we kinda just awkwardly shimmy around them. What resolution is this? Let's try more widescreen, except... Oop. Let's try more widescreen. Oop. We are working with 2 weapons so far. We have our phaser with recharging ammo, the Star Trek classic that has been around since the start. Alongside this we have the standard issue Federation rifle with okay damage output. Federation weapons all use the same ammo pool, but you can recharge them along with our health in stations around levels, just like in Half-Life. Wanting more information on the weapons? The manual has all kinds of information. And in the main menu you can even look up the dossiers on the crew members as well. Good lord, these shadows. Look at that big ol' Irish head. Another Hazard crew member is detained here, and on the table next to a Borg member is a new weapon. It all kicks off now once I pick this up and we finally get some action. Careful where you turn there, those cheekbones could slice me up. Poor chap has got the space leg shimmies going on.
The Borg took the team. Through there. Beam out, Chang. You've done all you can here. I see.
Oh, come on, I was putting him out of his misery. For 2000, these are beautiful environments with top-notch lighting. Science fiction aesthetic isn't really one of my favorites, but this looks gorgeous. Gunman Chronicles, okay, that was a mod, so I shouldn't really compare too much. But that was out a year later, and look at the comparison.
No way, the dog!
I told you.
It was all a simulation. My game was a game within a game. Tuvok, not Turok, is not impressed with us. Like Spock in the original series, he is a Vulcan, a humanoid species who abide by logic and have no time for emotions and all that human crap. Ignore that guy. This suddenly became an Aaron Sorkin scene. The parts set up on the USS Voyager are integral to the story here and pulled off very well. Great character moments written beautifully.
Someday, Mr. Munroe, you may be called upon to do the impossible. Consider this to be your personal Kobayashi Maru.
Okay, hold on, pause there. Whew, so much explaining. The Kobayashi Maru is a fictional training exercise specifically designed as a no-win scenario for cadets, testing other facilities such as decision-making, character, etc. Okay, we can resume now.
Status.
What happened?
Photon torpedoes, full spray.
Captain, we seem to have been torn from normal space. I think we've been pulled through some sort of iso-dimensional rift.
Where are we?
Apparently, here, Captain. Sensors and most of Voyager's primary systems are offline. Until repairs are made, it may be difficult to ascertain exactly where here is.
Okay, we're kicking off properly now and even getting a title card.
Let's get this ship back together, Chakotay. Get damage control online. Harry, find out what you can about those other ships. And
So as is probably quite obvious, our character is not one of the main crew. Instead, the developers created a hazard team for Voyager. Basically a disposable assembly to be thrown into hazardous situations and fix stuff, while the big brains hang about on the ship. Is that a Tiger Electronic? Oh man, you got Street Fighter 2 because I need help with that one. Okay man, hold up, I got this. Once I press this button, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry, man. Ugh. There is a lot of jargon being thrown around. Transporter buffer. This is the in-game explanation for why we can carry like a bajillion weapons on our persons at any time. Our repair work done, the PA system announces we have an intruder on board. All hands on deck as we get to our first proper shootout. I grab a new gun off one of the dead raiders. This is the first that uses a separate ammo supply. This chonker is essentially a machine laser gun. No bullets in Elite Force, everything is lasers, which is usually kind of lame. But again, this is Raven. Raven don't do lame. I'm gonna zoom in so much in this game, and you just wait for all these uncomfortable close-ups coming up. Alright, Foster. Everything well with you? Intruders dealt with, let's see what's going on in the briefing room. We head here before most missions to get a briefing on where we're going and why.
The hazard team will transport onto this vessel and retrieve any files that are still intact.
There is a nearby ship floating around which might have more information about where the Voyager is and what can be done about it in the dampening field. It appears to be abandoned, floating lifelessly around.
Like a ghost ship.
Yeah.
These shadows. I'm trying different settings, turning textures up and down, the occlusion off. Nope, we are stuck like this. I apologize in advance, this is the best I can get it. Every crew member aboard gets our own capsule hotel room. Obviously not enough space around here.
Munroe, I have to finish this.
Telsia.
Hey, Alex.
Oh, I was looking down for my space pen down here on the ground. Maybe the hazard crew isn't the brightest bunch. We finally get geared up and it's time to beam up. Not my turn yet. My bad. Our first mission has us beaming onto a living spaceship. It's all very Prometheus. Let me look at you, blue boy. Alien rays ambushes. The noise they arrive with is more than a little jarring. Wow, they are doing so much damage. The hell? Oh, there's a health terminal right here. It was my fault all along? That can't be right. Okay, I have to talk about how damn good the weapon models are. The devs knocked it out of the park here. Just big and chunky and nicely detailed and colored. Mwah. Work of art.
Foster to Munroe, are you alright?
Yes, sir. They just stopped attacking a moment ago.
Same thing here.
Really enjoying the characters and the voice acting. Voice recognition was actually implemented and tested in development, calling out commands for your crew in fights. Take cover, go there, etc. But not enough people back then had mics, so it was scrapped, which is so weird to think of now. Not enough mics around.
They seem to have an isophasic signature similar to our own transporter technology.
Isophasic. I concur. Mesophasic also. I must have ray pheromones or something because these guys are mad for me. Huh? What the? And a new gun arrives, the stasis gun, which is a neat looking alien weapon that shoots a big old orb as its primary fire. I'm only bringing this up now because it took me this long to realize it, but every single weapon has an alternative fire mode. Our new stasis gun has shotgun spread, the phaser phases targets out of existence. Back in the plot, we need to infiltrate the center of the ship to shut down the main CPU so we can bypass security, contact our ship and warpath. she actually dead? I shan't forget you. Ooh, Giger vagina. Occasionally, Elite Force offers up small puzzles. Here, Chels, the blue guy's wayward shooting hits a teleport pad, but we notice the purple fireflies repair items, so we lure them over with a trail of broken equipment. I know from her death earlier we just have to take out the power source and we should be fine. Yo. The rays have not killed our crew, but instead have kept them in stasis. Big Irish head. Surprised they fit that in there, to be honest.
Do not stop power. My people in stasis will die.
Rays show up again just as we arrive at the core, and this time they have studied us and can speak. Turns out they are allies and beg us not to damage the power system. Everyone hibernating, including our crew, would die. Voyager was known for introducing new species far more than other Star Trek shows, as the crew were stuck out in the middle of nowhere and interacted with anyone.
We're sorry for the misunderstanding, for killing so many people. We were only...
The sound mixing is a little iffy here, just voices getting lost amongst the sound effects. Back in our med bay, hey, I know you, Picardo, right? Yeah, got it.
Though you have some mild skin irritation, perhaps you would like an analgesic cream?
Creams? I'm a man, how dare you? I need things to make my skin even tougher, if anything. Some great details on the models. Maybe not character faces so much, but especially anything technical gets the Activision Raven treatment.
Neelix, can I get you something?
Hey, Munroe.
Don't you finger guns me, we are not that kind of relationship. The crew gathers to discuss what looks like an upcoming stealth section aboard a nearby scavenger base. Scavengers are nasty chaps, basically space cowboys that loot and kill everything in their path and grab all they can. These locals have gotten their hands on an isotope known as isodecium, which could be a key ingredient to helping Voyager bypass the dampening field effects.
You might want to test it out on the holodeck here first.
In the armory this time we are handed a new grenade launcher, and you can try it out in the holodeck behind. Oh god, those shadows, never mind.
Sure. Munroe, you don't look busy. Get down below and see what you can do.
Fine. I'm sure it's safe enough.
Alright, this is a stealth mission. Avoid detection at all cost.
Yeah, stealth, I'm great at that, I get it. Look at this sweet gamer setup. You got the chair and the epic CRT. Ooh, nice. Stealth means peeking around corners a lot and crouch walking everywhere.
Munroe, what's going on down there? You're supposed to avoid detection.
Rundown, lots of fog, radiation levels...
No. As with any good game trying stealth, half the fun is listening in on the conversations.
Like it.
Well, it was a good raid.
Raids? We are Klingons, not Orion pirates. There is no honor in raids.
And we have to put up with those insufferable Melon Potoks.
Oi! You wanna sleep, you lazy bastard.
Munroe here.
I need a diversion. This area is heavily guarded. Can you transfer power away from this quadrant?
Munroe, Ken here.
Whoa. Just gonna hop over her in a stealthy way.
Munroe, what's going on down there? You're supposed
not. Our whole section is on emergency lights.
Bah! So much the better. Now you won't have to see each other's repugnant faces.
That's racist. So, yeah. At this point, stealth kinda went out the ship window. We find 2 of the 3 isodecium samples before we learn a crewmate has fallen in battle nearby and needs saving. Mr. Machismo Munroe is going to go and save them. We do go a bit Rambo at times. On that note, let's give our grenade launcher a go. Standard projectile with arming time explodes on impact against enemies, and the secondary fire can stick to walls. Eventually, we find the downed soldier, sort him out for a beam up, and then move on to the last piece of Indonesium. isodesium. Ah, Tesla, how are you?
Telsia, behind you! Take her alive!
Poor Telsia does not catch a break. Well, somebody's gotta be a hero. Even at this point, I can't lie, Elite Force along with Red Letter Media is actually making me want to just watch the show. I think I'd start with TNG, but Voyager looks pretty solid too. Alright, let's get back to stealthing around down in the scavenger den and find Telsia before it's too late.
Did I do that?
Bored? Yeah, I'm bored out of my mind.
Did I do that?
Munroe, if the odds are overwhelming, you're going to have to abort. Telsia knew what she was getting into. She wouldn't want you to get killed in some hopeless...
Wait a second. I've got an idea. Munroe out.
Munroe, you devious son of a... It's time to play dress up. Game mirrors, I've seen better. Do, just doing normal raider things. Do. Hey, how you doing? You get up to any good pillaging lately? Or, yeah, okay, see you later. When we find Telsia, she's being given a truth serum.
I will get the truth out of you. You will tell me who you are and who else is with you.
Him.
Wait, who are you?
Spot. Damn, we are in a tight spot. Munroe, what are you gonna do?
There's an intruder disguised as one of us with a woman. They killed the captain. Capture them at all costs.
Kill him!
Give up, intruder!
A quick outfit change later and we are nearly out of here. We turn a corner and straight into something of a mini-boss. This ultimate hunter-predator, I have no idea who this is. Nothing like this shows up again. Is this Star Trek-y? Wow, he hits very hard. A few attempts later and he drops, along with a new gun for us. The Tetrion Disruptor Green Assault Rifle. Good stuff with a penetrating pulse secondary fire. Phew, we made it. Alright boys, let's get out of here.
Okay team, that's everyone. Let's get out of here. Activate the pattern enhancers. I've got the isodesium.
Both Foster and our isodesium have been taken from us at the finishing line. It's a sad beanbag.
Oh no.
Oh my god. He's dead.
Tuvok hated us already, but now he is livid as a Vulcan can be. Sassy eyebrows sky high and all. It seems that all aboard the USS Voyager are none too impressed with our mission outcome. Morale is getting low around here. Markiplier, you won't even look at me. Come on. Please.
Out of my way.
Uh-oh. No time for any of that. We have to move on to the next briefing room for the next mission. Taking it to the Borg themselves in the iconic Borg cube where they reside. Look at that thing. It's like a gigantic space lament configuration. I have to wonder if the Borg creator wasn't a Clive Barker fan.
Mr. Munroe, I trust your performance will surpass your previous efforts.
Yeah. Why aren't I on this mission? If we're gonna give the Borg some payback, you're gonna need some extra manpower.
Damn it, man, I need cool heads, not big old Irish heads. This mission has 7 of 9 finally joining us, being a Borg themselves, or they were a Borg, they still are, I'm not too sure. Either way, we beam aboard the creepy cyber-gothic green cube.
Wow, this place is huge.
Sir, he's coming right at us. Should I take him down?
False alarm, guys. It's okay. Stand down, man. Stealth be damned, it all kicks off and the hive mind turns on us. Luckily we have 7 of 9's prototype anti-Borg weapon. Soon we stumble across Foster mid-assimilation.
Look, it's Foster. We have to save him. This is your chance to meet me. Tell me we're going to rescue Foster.
Oh, that's not good. One of the shootouts gets a little too hot and a crew member drops. Mr. Mustache here. Come on, get out of my way. Your crew does wobble around in front of you a lot. There's no friendly fire, but you will take splash damage with certain weapons. The AI itself, it's pretty solid. I still think Half-Life did it better around this time, but it's mostly very good. 7 hacks into a Borg terminal and finds where the isodecium is being stored, as well as learning that the Borg cube has been contaminated by some invasive species growing rapidly out of control. But pin in that for later.
7?
I am sorry. I was distracted.
Oh, they said the line. 7, you were acting way too sus, come on. The cube's center contains a gigantic green crystal called the vinculum, the hub through which all Borg processes and orders pass through.
We are the Borg. She's turned on us.
7, you sexy bitch, no. We get a deal. Borgs need the vermin cleared out in Sector 7G that are growing out of control. We exterminate these and the isodecium will be returned to us. I'm sure this will all go swimmingly.
Since our last encounter with species 8472, I have modified our weapon designs to be effective against them.
Is this going to be a stand-up fight, sir, or another bug hunt?
Let's get a closer inspection of these guys. Yeah, these are your standard alien boys. Is it wrong? I kind of feel bad for them. Why was I programmed to feel pain? Some genuinely fantastic creepy interiors here. Looking at footage from the show, it's replicated so well. Pulsating neon corridors changing into vast open spaces occasionally.
You will be assimilated.
Wait a minute. We negotiated. We had a deal.
You can't trust the Borg. Come on, Munroe, you big handsome lug. Chang was way ahead though, and sets off the explosives he set up at the core earlier. A big old splody, we grab the stuff, shoot some Cenobites, and we are out of here. Mission successful. In the cafeteria, we meet Telsia for some wine and listen to some fun banter in the background. This kind of stuff wasn't necessary at all. You could just click screens to go mission to mission, but these moments really set the scene.
What kind of pie?
Oh, just pie?
What kind of pie?
Lornax grub roach pie. Have a nice meal.
Ugh.
Hey there, good looking.
Oh my.
Yeah, I see something moving way out there.
Nah, that's debris.
No, it's getting closer. Look!
This nice serene atmosphere doesn't last very long though, as someone spots something out the cafeteria window. Briefing room stat. 7 explains that the Forge, a nearby gigantic space station, has sent a harvester shuttle to essentially rip us apart and take us as scrap. Alright, so what's the plan? We find intel on another ship floating nearby that holds a massive frickin' space cannon. It's literally referred to as a floating weapon of mass destruction. Plan is to load it up and point it at the scavenger before it gets to us. I love the briefing room scenes. Full Microsoft PowerPoint presentations.
And Joe, sometimes you make me think Murphy must have been a Boolean.
Who's Murphy?
You know, Murphy's Law.
Alright, let's get to the room, gear up, maybe draw a phaser angel around this guy. Maybe not.
Gravity's a little light here.
Nice and slow start to this mission, just atmosphere building up around areas. Any day now, guys. Any day now. Chang, I swear. Puzzles! Sort of. Scout ahead and see that the way has been blocked by a chair stuck in the door. We find the controls to the laser nearby and point it at the chair, not at your teammates. Are these elevator moments in-jokes? Is this like a nod to something that happens on the show? Why do people take so long? Let's spice it up with a scavenger shootout. If I haven't said it enough already, lasers are nobody's favorite weapons in games, but here they just work. Speaking of sounds, have I mentioned the score yet? It is fantastic. No surprise there at all, it's all composed by Kevin Schilder and Danny Pelfrey. Speaking of recordings...
Looks like an audio log.
Can you play it back?
Yeah, I'm processing it through the translator now.
Trekking across the universe. On the Starship Enterprise, under Captain Kirk.
Oh god, my ears, turn it off. Alright, to catch us up, we access the central computer and everything is intact to use the cannon except a loading mechanism has been compromised and someone is going to need to go there in person and do it manually.
What's this?
Don't touch anything.
Uh-oh.
Looks like we've got robots. Look at how great these models are. Whoa. Wouldn't be a video of mine without a mech fight. Okay, big robot. We even stumble across a new welding gun of sorts. An electro beam weapon that adds a lovely sparky effect to the enemies downed. Who then explode. The gunship's end section goes as follows. Solve pipe puzzles to unlock new areas, shoot lots of robots, some light platforming, pressing buttons to align an off-center gigantic laser, and finally escorting the cannon ammunition through guarded sections of turrets. Bewildering security here, but you know, whatever, it's fun.
We are out of time, Ensign. Load the charge now, or Voyager may be lost.
I'm loading it now.
Tuvok, so help me, you are not helping here, bud. Don't shoot me. Don't explode. The scavenger ship is not downed yet. The moment we are beamed back on the USS Voyager, it's under attack and we have to put up a defense immediately. What are we dealing with this time? Giant cockroaches? How do these little guys fly around in spaceships? What? Yeah, hello. I see you. It's time to gather around the space table and plan our retaliation. Captain Janeway explains just outrunning the danger is our best call right now, but Munroe is having none of it.
Go ahead, Ensign. What's on your mind?
Well, aren't we going to counterattack?
Seven agrees with us and slowly Janeway sees our point of view. The plan is a Trojan horse. Get aboard the Harvester to get inside the forge and proceed to take it down from within.
Your team leader, Ensign Munroe, will now brief you on your specific mission objectives.
Alright, Munroe, you got this. Just some light public speaking. Oh, this is fun. In the console commands I found third person mode. Look at the frickin' size of us. Munroe is a unit. Are we human? Are we dancers? Red means danger. This space station is an evil, foreboding system of alien architecture. Just who dwells in these walls? These turtle guys for one anyway. I'm guessing the cockroaches do all the manual labor and these ninja turtles do the rest. I really like their designs. Are these in the series? I have no idea. Comment below if these are in the series. With the entrance section taken safely and the defense grid down, it's now just a matter of getting to the central shaft and destroying the system from there. This is probably the most Raven-y part of the game. It's corridor shooting, beautiful corridors it must be said, but massive groups around every corner and using all your weaponry to erase everything in sight, going through ammo real quick, but having a blast.
Hey, check it out, man. There's some of those creatures in these containers. What's that all about?
Yes, I'm sure they will stay in there. Go. We get swarmed and Mickey Large Noggin takes one for the team. Oh man, they even took his head? He has nothing without that. He's all head.
Hello? He's dead.
Dead? No. He can't.
Yeah, he can be. He was a sniper's dream with that thing on his shoulders.
Oh my God, what is that?
Who are they?
I can't reach him. He must be shielded from me.
Did she always have telepathic abilities? Did I miss that earlier? But these new Egyptian Stargate chaps are shielding themselves, or something is interfering from her powers. It's all bad omens. These monsters contained in jars are preparation for what looks like a massive scale invasion.
Just a planet. An entire galaxy.
Guys, come on, my video isn't that bad. Here he is, Elite Force's big bad blobby octopus boy, straight out of Lovecraft's sci-fi dreams. He's built a genetically superior race of warriors, sealed them in Tupperware, and is going to take over the world, and the Vorshorth race will rule all.
What happened?
We Betazoids are telepathic. I was able to block the alien's voice. For now.
The plan is we need to blow up the station and get the hell out of here. Oh, this was fun. Not quite the test of faith from Last Crusade, but we have to find areas we can stand on to get across by shooting them. Oh, that's bullshit. You guys cheated. Standard stuff to the end here, all the while surrounded by very nice scenery. We reach the generator that needs destroying so that the dampening field will finally release and we can skidoo out of here. Bip, bop, boop, and done.
Insignificant creatures, you cannot stop us.
But the Vorshorth's commander shows up to taunt us one last time. This is just a speed bump in their plan to take over. As long as the seed exists, it's too late, yada yada, mwahaha, evil laughter.
What? Alex, where are you going?
You saw the visions. All this is going to start all over again if I don't stop that seed.
Wait, let us...
Not very Star Trek of you, Munroe, or maybe it is. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. That's a thing, right? That is a lot of ammunition. In case you didn't know, this was the end.
Foolish human. You cannot hope to stop the Borzov. I am the Borzov. I was created by the Ancient Ones.
Ancient Ones? That is literal Lovecraft right there. I guess he was all about the cosmic horror and this is definitely out in the cosmos. So he's just gonna telepathically squish our brains like a pea right now, right? No, he just sits back and sends slow and small groups of minions after us. Oh, Ray J. I mean the Rays. I mean the Ethereans. When they aren't jump scaring us, these guys are kind of cute up close. Maybe the end section was a little rushed. Maybe this is just my shaders going haywire.
No! The seed! This cannot be! Impudent wretch! Relish this in my non-victory.
That voice actor is leaning heavily into every single syllable. Great stuff, he is eating up the scenery. It's the final showdown. Empty all, and I mean all of your ammo into this squid. First he hurls slow projectiles at you, and then you have to keep moving while slow detonations go off at your feet. Let's finish this up.
Impulse engines are at full power, Captain.
Keep pressing it, Mr. Paris.
The Forge has been destroyed.
Back on board the USS Voyager for our last bit of team talk.
Gut instinct is better than what logic and procedure would suggest. Both are needed in a good leader. That is why I chose you to begin with.
Everyone congratulates us, and even Tuvok gives us a kiss. I mean, gives us his best.
There is no cause to insult me.
Oh, laughter. And with that, we've completed Elite Force. We are the Elite Force. To the USS Review! That was a longer playthrough. It isn't even a particularly long game, it just has a ton of good stuff to show. What did others think of Elite Force? Metacritic has both user and critic scores above 8, with 8.3 and 86 respectively. Elite Force is often praised as the first real success as a Star Trek game. Take that how you will, I haven't played enough to know. Alright, let's find some reviews. Both GamePro and Games Radar gave the game a solid 100, with GamePro saying, with its high production value and smart level design and story, Elite Force is simply one of the finest FPS shooters to come out this year. It cannot be understated how good the production values are. Raven just knocked it out of the park. People who couldn't care less about Star Trek would still have a blast with this, and I don't even mean just the gameplay, the story also. Games Radar called the game a romp to remember and also talked up the multiplayer. I didn't play much of the multiplayer, but here are some snippet videos to show you the basics. It's capture the flag, that kind of stuff.
The lead. You are tied for the lead. You have taken the lead.
Here's me playing with real friends like my good buddy Bot1 and my oldest friend from college, Bot3. The lowest score is 75 for critics. Let's see if there's any funny user ones. Let me see. Aha, Arachnid gave it 0 out of 10, saying, imagine a game where the control overlap and you bring up the mission info and zoom every time you try to shoot. Now imagine that for every button. Now name that game. Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. This is 200% accurate description. What is this Spider-Man on about? You can change any button, configure the layout any way you possibly want. Oh, this is for the PS2 port. Oh well. With that, let's bring up the good and the bad. Start with the pros. The graphics hold up so well. The gun models are some of my favorites ever. Environment and lighting look so damn good for 2000 still. Just a testament to the pure talent and effort put in by the Raven team. The gunplay is great. Sure, it's not going to beat Soldier of Fortune for bullet-chomping gore impact goodiness, but this is about as good as laser warfare could be done in 2000, and still maybe even. I really enjoyed the story and the characters. I smirked at the silly banter. I cried when Patty O'Cranium bit the dust. Okay, that's a lie. But still, they are well-rounded characters, and the script is done up to a level you would expect from an episode of Voyager. The score, okay, I didn't play a ton of it here, but trust me, it's very good. How about the bad then? I haven't mentioned much, but there's some. Weird graphical issues for sure. A few crashes here and there, along with the audio mix being a bit finicky. Dialogue is sometimes very hard to hear over the sound effects, even in cutscenes. A small patch could probably solve all of this though. Let's see, what else? I guess I would like some really weird space guns. The imagination is the limit here in science fiction. Why not have like shrinking weapons or freeze guns? Now, I'm just naming Duke Nukem stuff, haven't I? At the end of the day, this is vastly more positive than negative playing through this gem from 2000. GOG has it super cheap and it's worth every bit of that. Would I like a remaster? Of course. This is not a game like Heretic 2 though. As of now, it works fine out of the virtual box. Or physical, if you have that. I had such a blast going through this game. Despite thinking I would be skipping the cutscenes and crew downtime sections, I had so much fun I'm genuinely thinking of checking out episodes now. Not the new movies though, sorry JJ. It doesn't overstay its welcome and kept me well and truly engaged through its relatively short playtime. If you can, give this game a go. It's the only logical, thing to do. Thank you all for watching. This was a fun one to do. They aren't always. If you want to see what I'm up to day to day, you can follow me here on Blue Sky. Here's my link. There's my Twitter link as well. I have a Ko-Fi link there if you want to support me even further. As a small YouTuber getting going, every little bit of support helps so much. Weekly videos as always. The next one, as of now, I have no idea. It'll be something oldish that I can throw some silly commentary over. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and give me a comment down below about Star Trek, how much stuff I got wrong about the show, how much pivotal stuff I missed out. I really do love reading through the comments. I'm Mystery Machine. If you made it this far, you are an awesome little soldier, and I hope you have a cozy wozy day, and I'll see you next time.